This is Ganoderma lucidum. In traditional medicine, it has been prized for centuries, characterized by a dense, woody texture and a signature lacquered appearance. Despite its history, the modern commercial market is largely defined by a single convenient product, raw reishi mushroom powder. It's found on almost every health food store shelf. However, there is a physical reality that marketing often ignores. The human digestive system is biologically unable to process raw reishi powder. When consumed raw, these mushroom particles travel through the gut completely unchanged. Even prolonged exposure to stomach acid fails to break down the material. For the consumer, this means the active compounds never reach the bloodstream. You are essentially paying for a high-priced, indigestible fiber that passes through the body without providing any therapeutic effect. This mismatch between human biology and raw fungal structure means the raw supplement industry relies on products that are, for all practical purposes, inert. To identify why the body fails to digest this mushroom, we have to look past the surface and examine the architecture of the fungal cell. Unlike plants, which use cellulose, fungi build their cell walls from a rigid macromolecule called chitin. This material creates a dense protective barrier around the cell's contents. Chitin is remarkably durable. It is the same structural substance that makes up the hard shells and claws of insects and crustaceans. Humans do not produce the enzyme chitinase in the quantities required to degrade these structures. Our digestive process simply stalls when it encounters this material. Within these cells lie the compounds responsible for reishi's reputation, immunomodulating beta-glucans and anti-inflammatory ganuritic acids. These remain trapped inside the cell wall. Because the stomach cannot dissolve the chitin, these medicinal molecules are never released. They remain encased in the cell and are eventually excreted by the body, unused. Simply grinding a dried mushroom into a powder does not solve the problem. It only produces millions of microscopic, indigestible fragments that retain their original molecular defenses. To make reishi bioavailable, we have to move from the kitchen to a controlled laboratory setting. Researchers use a method called dual extraction. This two-stage process is necessary because the target molecules have different chemical solubilities. First, hot water extraction. Pressurized boiling water shatters the chitin bonds, allowing water-soluble beta-glucans to dissolve. The second stage is ethanol extraction. The hydrophobic ganoderic acids repel water, dissolving only when exposed to high-proof alcohol. These two distinct extracts are then combined and spray-dried, resulting in a highly concentrated and soluble final powder. Laboratory extraction completes the chemical breakdown that the human body cannot perform on its own, ensuring the medicine is ready for immediate absorption. Understanding this process changes how you look at the supplement aisle. When examining a label, if the ingredients list only reishi mushroom powder, the product is effectively useless. It hasn't undergone the necessary processing to make it medicinal. You should look for specific indicators on the label. High-quality supplements will state they are standardized extracts or have undergone hot water and ethanol extraction. Effective products provide quantitative data, listing exact percentages of active molecules, like polysaccharides and triterpenes. Reishi medicine requires precision, from the sterile environment of cultivation to the rigorous chemistry used to isolate its active components. By focusing on the science of bioavailability, you can see past misleading marketing and ensure you are actually receiving the therapeutic benefits of the mushroom.